Potential transfer takeover at Rangers, and this is kinda came out of nowhere. I don't understand where this has actually came from. Like, all the talk's just been Rangers, how bad they've been, Gio should be at the door. But here we have a surprise transfer takeover. Don't really understand where it's came from, but we'll have a quick wee look into the possible takeover of the club, the person who's doing it, and just my thoughts on it in general. But as it says here, it's all over Twitter, it's all over the big Sporting, Sky, BBC. But it says here, Kyle Fox could complete a takeover of Rangers for 25 million, but may be unable to persuade existing shareholders to sell, according to a football finance expert. Immediately, it's surprising. I'm just surprised that this has literally come out of thin air. Like, normally, when you get this, like, there's like been a bit of build up, but like, I've heard no mention of a takeover, and now it looks like it could be very close, or something along those lines. But 25 million to me just seems very cheap. Like, Rangers and Celtic, football and Giants. Rangers, of course, I mean, the past decade's not exactly helped the club in terms of like what the actual valuation is. But 25 million seems fucking very, very cheap. Very, very cheap. I don't buy that. I mean, if the Champions League is worth like 40 million, right? How does that only make the club worth 25 million? Like, I mean, I'm not a business person. I'm not, well, I'm good with numbers. I passed higher tier math, man. Fucking be in that shit. But I don't really understand how it's only 25 million. Surely it would have to be more. But let's take a look at the person who is, in fact, in this takeover. So, Kyle Fox. I thought it was a man. Turns out it's a woman. I just typed in Kyle Fox and it disappeared. We don't want to see Kyle Fox. But it says here, Kyle Fox could complete Rangers takeover for 8-figure sum. Who is Kyle Fox? She describes herself as an experienced global head who wants to take over the Rangers. Rangers potential investor fulfilled with agreements in place for deal. She wants to buy 25%. Whoa. So that makes a bit more sense. Alright, so she wants to buy 25%. The American reportedly has agreements to buy 25% of the club and become the biggest shareholder and could even invest as much as 75 million as working capital. Rangers fans naturally are a bit wary of an outsider, given what happened a decade ago, but Fox seems determined to remain so even after the court launch by the Irish club was dropped. So, does that mean Rangers are worth 100 million since she's only wanting 25%? It must mean something like that, because I don't really understand. Yeah, she's not gonna be. Yeah, so it must mean Rangers are valued at 100 million, which I'd say is about more far right than it's more right than 25 million, guys. But anyway, I want you to leave your thoughts down below. What do you make of this? I mean, is it the news you wanted to hear before the Napoli game? No, personally, the news I wanted to hear before the Napoli game was the fact that Giovanni Van Bronckhorst had been sacked. But damn, I'm not looking forward to that game tomorrow. Preview will be out later. It will be fucking terrifying. Make no mistake about it. But until next time, I'll do it for the Game and Jesus show here. Like, comment, subscribe. Go and vote on all the polls. Check out Fog Wrestling, Fog Entertainment, Fog Fitba. But yeah, we'll review the Celtic game later in the Champions League. Of course, the Rangers are here tomorrow. Also on Fog Football as well. And then the Hearts game on Thursday. Then it's the weekend action. Until then, peace.